become this very effective drain tank and difficult to get through if you don't quite have the DPS. But in a matter of lane swaps, how is the Swain lead, which is going to be equalized once Humanoid catches this wave, but it looks like he's trying to...
Mickey! Right under turret! One more shot denied. A Zenith blade taken. Mickey still rooted up and a shield of Durand as LeBron looks to pop that sunlight, but he's going to give the kill over to Skewmon. Mickey decided to make it personal.
Because right now, what is happening is Skewmon got that first kill, as you highlighted. The first blood went over to Mickey. It opened up the Dragon for G2 to be able to secure for themselves, and now the Grub's being responded to by Fnatic.
Caps now knows he's in trouble if he stays.
Keep my eyes on Razork though. Can you get him?
Maybe Caps doesn't know. He does indeed. He just ulties and there you go. Easy execute for Humanoid. Another kill over to Fnatic as we get out our ulti. Okay, it's now to Sovereign Reign for Oscarinin as he sits in and he's all out. Might do a little bit of damage, but there's a Pantheon in the mix to make it unfair. Flash for the Comet Spear and Skewmon is good again.
Oscarinin hasn't got a lot of experience playing against Swain though, because he was not winning that, and he was the one that chose to start that one off. So definitely struggle, but bot lane.
And the 2v2 again. I mean,
oh my God.
Fnatic thrive though. It's not just Mickey with Razork Dagda. It's Mickey and Upset.
Numbers advantage, so instead they don't take the risk. Back out onto the map we go.
Well, Caps is going to pop the Between Worlds, so now the ulti's out, the Solus there comes in handy, but Caps just autos down. Rebuttal won't do a damn thing. LeBron secures Humanoid, puts him in the dirt while the
Ones is sticking for this wave. You can see the supporting crew of G2 immediately making their way towards the bot side of the map, ready for a potential dive. Caps hovering in the river. They haven't actually spotted that the Dragon has been started just yet. The bot push in makes it easier for that one to be kicked off.
Skewmon's here as well, and Zenith Blade compared to the Steadfast Presence cooldown is massive. Stunned up, and Skewmon has now found an easy target, but ignited mid-ulti. As it goes to Lebrov yet again. Razork's here, he pops his ulti, that's because Oscarinen's here to help out as well. Skewmon looks for the turn, meanwhile onto Upset, but he won't find it. A shutdown over to the Corki, while Oscar says the G2 bot lane needs to go away, and I can see an eclipse.
Again, this kill goes over to Lebrov. Now in a 2 versus 3, Hans basically has no mana left, and when Oscar arrives from the flank, it becomes too difficult. Now the flash into the blade.
For the Demonic Ascension, and with a keep in place, Humanoid can't rebut everything. Once again, the never move keeps him down. And Skewmon again, it feels like his Pantheon is controlling the game once more.
The damage from this Pantheon is just relentless in the early game, but Mickey has set his sights on Caps once more. No minion wave though. Caps able to clear that wave out before the dive can come through.
Oscar got him though, against the wall. Caps now presents himself. Great shove, ulti as well. That was cleaner than my kitchen table.
Yeah, and even the interrupt from Fnatic, they'd already started to shift up towards this top side, so they always have the numbers advantage there. It will be in trade for Dragon, but potentially first tower. I'm not sure exactly how much is left from that bot lane tower, but nice response.
But when you've got Mickey and Razork on your roster, you've got to be willing to follow up on those engages.
True.
And I think it's fair to say that Upset has been consistently doing that.
Going for the engage, they end up getting the stun into Lebrov.
I mean, it's so dangerous for the Corki, isn't it? If you sit in the Gatling gun, you'll get shredded. Lebrov now no flash, and bot side river is Fnatic's.
Yeah, and this is kind of where the... Oh, hang on.
He's just doing something. Steadfast Presence. He's going to have to ulti here. Zenith Blade is denied, but Mickey shoves away. This guy's such a rat.
Yeah, I don't know what he was trying to achieve.
Drop. Caps can't get away. He wants to go to the edge now. He's on the left side, but on the wrong side is what I'll say. Fnatic are bringing up support, teleport in, but is there enough damage? You have your answer. Oscar in it with a solo kill.
Caps cut down for the surprisingly getting stuff happening on the other end.
I mean, it's a surprise to see Caps falter in this first game. I think he found himself in a difficult matchup in the laning phase with Mickey putting a lot of pressure on the mid lane play. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, the Grand Starfall brings us into yet another fight. Skewmon thinks about it. Another Comet Spear. W's in, but under turret. Dangerously so with a Steadfast Presence, but is able to back away. Skewmon, he's going to be taking the resources as well. Mickey zones off LeBron from the top as well. Turret gone, and Fnatic, 4 members make this nice.
And look at the timing, the coordination, but it looks like G2 is looking to answer.
Great solo snare from Humanoid, brings it off as a quick rebuttal, reminds Han Summer who's boss. Against the wall, Mickey does the same and says, see you later. You can't replace me. A double over to Upset as well as Broken Blade is jumped on in. His demonic flare has done some work as now the top laners also get involved on the other end. It's Oscarinen in the all-out, bumping and weaving and dodging. Another solar flare on the right and another execute from Humanoid to say good night. Skewmon will run but not far enough, and Fnatic are breaking the mold.
Fnatic shut G2 back. Now with Rift Herald in tow, going the wrong direction, but finds the right way. They will be able to get mid-turn off the back as well.
A convincing ace from...
that too. Caps right now sitting in a side lane, hoping to equalize this goal a bit, but Arakan is now up. Teleport's going to have to be burned as Fnatic start this off.
Yeah, they want to try and get both of them here. Upset going to finish off the Dragon, waits for the Ezreal ultimate to come through.
Well done.
Nicely done. And now Arakan to boot as well. Caps is reset. I don't know if G2 realized that this has gone down as quickly as they thought.
I mean, they're not in a position to contest. Here comes Skewmon, the TP coming through.
Bit interrupts again. Mickey's been clean on the poppies. He's just wasting time away from the Arakan. He drew Skewmon in, who has the star fall in as Humanoid. It's probably going to be the target. You look at a solar flare, you look at the steal, and now there's a choice. Caps runs in, and G2 have no more fear. I thought it was doomed. I thought Skewmon had absolutely nothing, but he took absolutely everything.
They overplayed their hand, and G2 was able to punish. Beautiful steal. This is, of course, a best of 3, but so far, Fnatic and G2 are delivering. Now G2 have reclaimed all of that control that they've lost. Immediately, they move into the enemy jungle. Mickey's been found.
And supports keep doing this. They keep finding each other, but Mickey ults away Labrov while now running for his own life, but he'll die. Mickey was looking to disengage, and they won't let him from G2. Upset moving up to the wave as well. That turret is non-existent. Summer just takes it with his bare hands.
Maybe BB was right. G2 seem to be able to read exactly where Mickey's going to be at all points in time, and they're catching him out. Now, moving towards his top side. Oscar is trying to respond to the bot, but how far do G2 want to push this?
Well, 4 grubs are going to be a big difference here. 2 for the side of G2 means things are slower, and Humanoid with the Radiant Volley at least has wave clear. Solar Snare not going to connect onto Caps, but he zones him out, remember, again! As Solar Flare, rather. Zenith Blade from Labrov almost connects. Oscar in was taking the turret, he did succeed.
Humanoid, remember, he can use the W onto the Zenith Blade. Ooh.
Okay, no one's called out, not unless it might be Mickey here. Humanoid sets up the rebuttal again. Caps pops the ulti, looks for the solar kill, doesn't find it with the last auto. He withdraws, but Humanoid will have to leave.
That exactly will make G2 as you are right now.
Mickey looking for an angle, Labrov again. Mickey's quite fast. These supports have been the start and even the finisher, and Labrov even shows a great shield flash. Mickey's down immediately as Skewmon, he ultis in. He's looking for a new target. Now it's onto Oscar, but against the wall, against an old turret, he stands. Oscar ultis in AoE though. Broken Blade is demonically ascending. Kept in place is Oscar with no tank stats to speak of. G2 have done it yet again.
Great call from Labrov, just flashes on Mickey, says I don't care if you can get rid of the Zenith Blade, I'm just going to bop you in the face with the shield. And with that now, G2 get control over the Dragon. Fnatic still trying to contest, but Razork is a long way from here.
Juno's going to try at least a poke out. Every single rebuttal you're waiting for, presses it, nicely done, but it's not going to stop the Solar Flare. He kites away, Humanoid still zoning through a Solar Snare, that's great as well, but Upset goes over and gets a pick. The power of this mid-80 carry, get one back for the Costa Dragon.
That may have been a crucial mistake though, because Oscar has TP available on the back.
Caps TP to topside though, they're trying to look for the flank. G2 want to try and contest this. Great vision control from G2 in the area.
Caps' angle is huge, looking for that ultimate to set the pit alight. Mickey zones out the back. Fnatic are going to look to take this one with no contest. Skewmon stole the last one. Can he do it again? On the back of the pit, Skewmon can't set his spear alight. Now it's a fight and fight and fight. With a 1-for-1, the pit is done, and we look around red for the crown to begun. Labrov against the wall, Mickey shoves, and Fnatic have strangleholded and hurt me, Oscar. That hit deep, but at least you still won. Trying to use his wave clear, but he can't even set up a Vision Empire. That won't clear the cannon minion doing Baron's work.
But this is the thing, you just get to poke with Humanoid, play it safe, start to stack up some of these procs on towards G2. Tower will fall, and there's little that G2 can do. Their wave clear is not great without Caps, but he can't step up to the wave.
Skewmon still angling here. What can he find?
G2's wave clear isn't the strongest, but do they feel confident to get close? Oscar, test the waters.
Caps still with that ulti. No flash available, but he thinks about doing it as Huntama gets poked on out. Caps again between worlds as he pokes Upset. Great chunk, but now he's against the wall, and he's about to die. He sets up the between worlds before going through, and now Broken Blade is disengaged. You look at Fnatic, they've taken Labrov over the wall, and they've got an individual member right in front of them. An easy execute for Humanoid, and the disengage from Fnatic was very well needed.
Mickey got the follow-up on towards Caps, but more importantly, he ulted Broken Blade out.
Wave clear's coming through, and you can see again, it's Fnatic with better position. That bot wave is still pushing in their favor.
I love how Razork is playing though, constantly playing for this angle, which is why G2 are in an uncomfortable position, but there's the engage.
Solarflare's there, Caps looked for a flank, he's now caught out. Had to flash immediately. Caps with no summoner is big as Fnatic are in front of the Dragon, they started off.
But it's really difficult for G2 to try and get any sort of window here. Fnatic too far forward though, Caps can get in here.
But he doesn't want Oscar Ridden. You can see he does not want that Cassante. G2 see him right in the deer in headlights, but Humanoid might be a real target. Never move is good. G2 on the wrong side of the map. The Solar Snare gets Broken Blade. Oscar happy to take it up. He's got Double Mountain after all now, but the flash on in. The engage from Razork. We talked about it. He sets it up. He locks it in against the wall. Mickey's done some CC as well. It's a fight on multiple fronts. G2 have won bot. Mid is winning Fnatic as Oscar has turned into the all-out. Those Natofos hurt like holy hell. Fnatic have won top. G2 have won bot. Everyone disengages.
I don't know if it's over though. Broken Blade can TP back into this one. Hansama does need to reset. How heavy do G2 want to force
both
this?
sides in terms of their teamfight execution. That one wasn't that significant really on either side. Dragon was of course secured for Fnatic, LeBron and Caps.
Caught out, Solarflare locks him down. He tried to make the pinch, but instead he's getting cut himself. Razork ultis in as Caps goes between worlds. Razork slowed down.
Caps!
Look at the jungler. He jumps back in, but Caps has done the burst. Oscarinen is in his ulti self, looks for the flip, flashed away his G2, now spacing. But they have 5. LeBron's health bar, the only indicator that something went well for Fnatic. But did it really?
A phenomenal play
A lot of
from
damage can be done. TP coming through. Caps trying to play off towards the side. Doesn't have the ultimate available.
But the cooldown is jumping down ever so slightly. Caps have been spotted out. The flank is there. Oscarinen runs into the enemy's smite. The Solar Snare is great. Caps burning from the side though, and Fnatic are taking too much damage. A Solar Flare this time. A flash from the True Shot Barrage. Flash from Humanoid. He wanted to snare, but he just looked like an unwanted bear. Fnatic run away. G2 run away.
Third Dragon for Fnatic. It will be a trade, but can G2 do this fast enough, gents?
It's a good question. Oscarinen walks into Lebrov though.
Walks into a Solar Flare. He's unstoppable for now, but how much more stuns are there to go? G2 is a 5-man stack with the Demonic Censured up. Broken Blade happily walks in. He flares once, looking for now another as he slowly stacks up. Lebrov gets a good engage. Fnatic are running away, but G2 are winning this play. Humanoid, he decides to eclipse the sun, but it was too bright for Fnatic. They're getting blasted, reamed, torn apart by Hansama. G2 are low, but Fnatic are dead for 50 seconds with their jungle man.
And the slow, drawn-out retreat from Oscar made it possible for G2 to chip away at his HP bar, and the front line was no more for Fnatic.
Yeah, I mean the Royal
It's still Caps. You can't afford to underestimate him. If he's got items, he's going to look to make plays.
And Fnatic have to pick a side.
TP net for Broken Blade. They want to try and force this.
Is
You
Caps
need
in
to-
trouble actually? All out used. Ulti gonna be used. He goes back in. He takes it a second time. He's golden, but Oscar has a flip of the wrist as Caps is running for his life. I mean, Oscar chasing, upset as well. Valkyrie smash in the face. Caps is dead. And we just highlighted this guy, but that's a big mistake.
I don't know if it is though, because yes, you get the pick, but they've stopped upset. They wanted the
Maybe
kill.
not. The spear triumphs yet again. Skewmon sent away. His comet, no. The eye, no. A rocket after that as Skewmon is trying to tank it out. He is still a beefy boy, but Oscarinen is slowly chasing. G2 are giving back up. Solar Flare in a choke. Maybe it's turning for G2, even with a flip back. A demonic ascension again. This one comes from Satan himself. No rebuttal for you. Instead, I have a counterpoint, and that's G2 winning game 1.
That's what I was going to say. You end up with Fnatic over committing towards that bottom side of the map with upset. So yes,
It's on the
upset.
map, but they turned it into a great team fight win, which should now open up the base. They're going to break this tower down. Fnatic don't have the members to defend. Caps TP's back in, and they'll be happy with an inhibitor.
And we're starting to see G2 run into these fights, guys.
On Caps right now, he's going to catch the mid wave. They feel like that they have control over the river. They're going to... Lebrov.
He face checks on a blast cone. He is waiting, willing. Solar Snare not connecting.
I mean, Caps
Razork
isn't there.
Wants it, as you said. Caps is going to come in slow, so they're going to take a 4v5. Fnatic might have this fight. Broken Blade goes into the ulti, but he's dead before he can do anything about it. Lebrov gets denied by Mickey. As you can see, Hansama is firing and firing and firing away. Razork has to get on him, get in the way, but this Ezreal is unleashed. And you might say, yes, hysteric, but Fnatic are winning fight. But watch Hansama. Ian again. Auto attack. Q. Mystic shot. Hans, it's your mama. Fnatic are running down. Huxet's got no health left. Caps might miss, but not for long. Ezreal, I think, is a little bit strong right now, as Humanoid is the only remnant left alive. And G2, as they chase and chase and chase, the damage is imminent. The flush away from Humanoid is evident, and Caps is going to get in his face. A rebuttal, a mystic shot again. Hans Summer will take him out for the ace.
In a 4 versus 5, where Caps cannot be there, it's Hans Sama who steps up to the plate and may have just hit the home run for G2.
Excellent positioning from Hans.
To do as he pleases in that fight, and now G2, they please the Baron. But Fnatic aren't too.
A cheeky Hex Flash, Solar Flare onto Mickey as well. He's going to be never moved, and Broken Blade gets free access now as well. Mickey's dead in an instant. That Poppy ain't tanky at all.
I think
and
it's
the
a
Hex Blade to follow Oscar in, and you're right. A Shield of Daybreak spells night for Oscar. A double kill already as Hans Summer is lining him up to spike him down. Skewmont will not get off Upset's head, and Hans either takes this or Skewmont will. In the end, Broken Blade gets a cheeky chink in there. The G2 have now killed 3 with big death timers. This is where it feels like the book will close.
Chaotic fights back and forth. Over 50 kills. This is G2 versus Fnatic, and it is G2 looking to take round 1.
G2, it was hard fought, but they find the picks, they find the team fights, and there's just nothing that Fnatic can do to stop them.
The play was fun, it was scrappy, but G2 take game 1 in his best of 3. One step closer, the BO5s, and to yet another.
And then one reset in a fight, and you can suddenly pop off, because apart from the Azir to a certain extent, you're quite short range on G2 side. So everyone should be a bit of, they know that Oscar has a TP, so they don't want to overforce. But now matched as Broken Blade will find his lane opponent back in there.
Looks like Razork is going to get the double crab. Mickey threatening an engage with the Hans, spacing him quite well. Here comes Razork once more.
Well, Mickey's already dead before the play starts off, though. Flashes the Boomerang Blade. Labrov now going to find Razork yet again. He can't sidestep that one. Great shove against the wall. Kill over to Upset. In the end, Labrov actually got first blood against Mickey, but it's Upset who's to spot him out on a ward, as first grub's going to be taken, no doubt. Next one is the biggest question, as Upset gets his little reset and attack speed. Now the Humanoid's here. Second one, too. G2 walking down, but they're walking down late, and Fnatic now have Humanoid with an ultimate available. Labrov's up against the wall, an easy charm and an easy kill. A good punish from Fnatic.
G2 never should have contested.
As you said, Vedius, good call on the barrier. I'm also going to mention that his health bar right now is at 25%.
It's deceptive, that HP.
Yeah. AQs once, he's down to half HP. Caps ulties in once, and Humanoid flashes away, and that's the other core of it, as you said, the Lulu great against this mid, but Caps is dead. In the meanwhile, Razork gets an impale and drags Labrov back on this Lulu. He's not having a fun time with the Scorpion King in his face. Needs Skewmont to zone, and at least he...
I actually thought that was the ultimate for Broken Blade.
Yes, show us top. Show us top. More. Where's the duress? There it is. Okay, lethal tempo. Another bite. Oscar and running. Under turret, he'll be safe, but the longer the trades go, the more Broken Blade sinks in his fangs.
That wave.
Yeah, I think it's... Do you feel strong enough as Fnatic to answer for the play, right? Because I think G2 are actually hitting quite a lot of the strides right now. Skewmont hit 6. Oh, hang on.
TP is good. Hans Summer with the spell shield, though, won't stop the Magnet Storm. In the end, the traps are now down, and Humanoid runs in. This is an easy kill. It looks like Upset will get it as well. Has to flash as the barrier for Hans Summer keeps him alive with the zap. Then flashing will keep him alive, too. Labrov zones off, and Humanoid went the other way. He thought that was a secured kill for Upset.
But this is what I was saying. I think Fnatic didn't want to make the play towards Void Grubs. They already have their 3. Let's go for more plates on towards the Jinx on the bottom side. But Jinx actually resetting, which I am kind of surprised. I thought they'd keep her here. Caps still looking for Humanoid, but not quite able to get the swoop and boop. But now Upset moving mid. I think you're still in position to contest if you want to. There's still a lot of G2 members on this bottom side.
Razork's coming up, though. Primal How might work out, but Oscarinen has backup this time around. Broken Blade's looking for the wave, but Razork has flashed away from the public execution. Won't stop this bonk that comes out of Razork. Infinite duress.
Until complete onto about 80 carries, and the boots now as well for Upset are pretty nice for an upcoming potential fight. But again, I just don't know if Fnatic are quite strong enough. This heavily relies on plays from Humanoid and Razork to kick things off.
Public execution would start it off, or Mickey could lock down and enable that. Tries to bait out the flash shattering strike, but Fnatic, now as they move into River, are slowly getting poked out. Saplings, Labrov, Caps, it's all in. Humanoid has enough of it, and now he's all in. Perfect crash down as well. Mickey sets it up, and Fnatic, as they spike it down, have to deal with Broken Blade. He gets the double. Infinite Duress flies over, and he's got a scuttle. He's just autoing down, and Razork is going to lose this. The Jaws, even with the wall pushes. He knows what Scorpion smells like. So Razork running away. Dragon given to G2.
A heavy commitment to getting the kill onto Lebrov. I think cost Fnatic a lot. Sure, they removed the support from the game, but the response from G2 was swift and decisive. They shut down
Distract, of course. It's just a dot in the middle of the canvas. You got to work out what it really means. And Razork is trying to zone out while four members of Fnatic now look to ride the Herald, and instead of going, I was going to say, Mickey's going to the next one. But he does just charge in immediate danger while Broken Blade's waddling away at the turret. But remember, there's no grubs for the Warwick. Fnatic have all sixes. Now another charge for the Herald. Mickey gets it off and will get out as well. Nature's Grass gets thrown down. G2, the follow-up just looks impossible here with Razork against the wall.
But they can move to mid. The wave is already there, and I think they can just get the mid lane turned off the back of it because G2 kind of over-index into pushing in that top side. So,
oh my God, I don't know. I never know with.
It's never worth it. It's just never worth it to find out. That's the answer.
Yeah. Oscarin chases up, but Fnatic's moving around the map. As you said, it's slick. They open up mid as well, or at least they're about to. Under turret, Mickey has been found out by Skumon, so maybe this was not the best call as Hansama gets a kill. Mickey a little bit deep again.
Yeah, Mickey's had some rough ones in this. Some of the plays he's had are great. Last two have been a bit int, and a few others to boot, but still Fnatic at least will get another tower for themselves, and Best are going to TP to top to match Caps, so Caps can't get the answer on the other end. And again, kind of coming back to that TP being a little bit extra on Fnatic's side.
Fnatic kind of feeling the pressure a little bit to try and make things happen on the map. Misplay in mid lane converted into a failed opportunity on the bot side of the map as Caps moves into the side lane threat that he's known for. We haven't talked about him really much at all this game, but notice level 13. He has a almost 30 CS lead over his lane counterpart. And one of the reasons why Caps is so feared on this Azir is because of how effectively he uses it in the split push. He is so good at playing around side lanes with this champion and knowing the right times to collapse with the rest of his team. He still has the TP available, but he is reaching that late game point incredibly quickly.
Oh, it's under turret. Broken Blade is just trying to find his mark, but he's going to get ganked by 3 members of Fnatic running for his life. But I think he knows he's not getting out. He's charged and he's dead. A shutdown given over to Oscar for the cost of the turret.
And 30 seconds until Dragon is up and available, so Fnatic can very quickly reset with Upset. He's just finished his Runeland's Hurricane, and Fnatic, they're already in position. Topside though.
Yeah, Caps, what's going on? He's just autoing down, waiting. Humanoid gets the ulti out just to escape. Caps holds onto his. Humanoid now doesn't have that available if this turns into a full-blown fight.
I mean, it's very likely to. Lebrov is around. Civid pushes in the mid-wave.
Flash away from the Impale. That's Lebrov getting out of dodge. Now the poke for Lebrov. It's not going to do much against Scorpion. Is that TP behind enemy lines? It's Humanoid, but again, without ult. He comes in with a fresh item as top lane turret's going to die, but in the corner of our screen, we see this fight brewing instead. A good charge into the wall as Oscarina gets turned into a polymorph. A shutdown already built up by Caps, and G2 have won this fight. Now they're sending Fnatic out of this same fight. Oscar has to charge. He's fleed. Broken Blade comes in and bites him down, and Fnatic, again, not having Humanoid in hurts, but G2 quick to the pounce, have just destroyed this game wide open. Infinite Dress over the wall as well. And Mickey
he's playing with his food.
Going to kill him eventually. An ace for G2.
I mean, Caps' flank was monstrous in that fight, and G2 are quickly running away with this game. The scaling is coming online faster than Fnatic can handle it, but Upset just gets eviscerated right from the get-go.
I'm really glad that Season 25 brought some new changes. Where
This game's been a little bit of a disappointment because we've seen Fnatic really try and pick these angles. But a couple of mistakes, and now around Arakan, G2 are running away with the game. You can see that little mountain there is Fnatic showing us signs of life and what could have possibly been a game 3, but right now, that's out of the back of my mind. 5,000 gold lead, a Nature's Grasp on this inhibitor turret, but there's no minion wave. I guess just to zone off the potential of an engage as G2 are going to walk away with all the gold they could spend.
You know, some things change and others stay the same.
Stay the same.
And Fnatic. Ooh.
Caps in. Humanoid dead. Didn't even get the ult or flash.
I mean, Caps is
Some
still
things change.
Caps. Yeah, Caps, he's still the same.
Impale's going to be used. Broken Blade's ulti just got interrupted. He flashes away. And that Arakan buff is now gone.
Caps!
But yeah, Caps is just autoing Oscar Redden. Fnatic are breaking apart.
I mean, Caps just, can I even say it was an outplay? He just stood there. He stood his ground and he fought back against Oscar.
Oscar had flash. Humanoid had flash.
Yep.
Are we just not expecting it? Are we just saving it for next game?
I mean, I guess they felt that in the presence of Caps, it wasn't worth it. I don't know. But, 6K gold lead now.
Good rocket to stop it. Razork actually might find something here as well.
Surely this time.
Surely this is the moment, right? Caps dies here, right, guys?
They want to give the kill to Upset.
They really do want to give some gold back to their carry. Do not let Caps auto him down. Oh, that would have been a disaster.
But hang on.
Because right now, they need a pick. They need scaling. Where do you want to send this? Because, I mean, I feel like Caps is 2,000 gold ahead.
Mickey's sending it into Hearts.
He has to, but he's done this before. Mickey X, or with a couple of Ds at the end. Humanoid now goes in. Spirit Rush opens up an opportunity. Oscarin is getting battered by Broken Blade a bit. Humanoid turns his pace in for the dread. Flash Charm and a public execution. Nice from Fnatic. They get the Wolf down, but Mickey's getting chased out. Where is he? Well, G2 are in a numbers mismatch. Caps is teleported in. A suppression and impale. A rocket Skumon is still available. Lebrov's running out, trying to help out his jungler while zoned out with a glitter lance. He cleanses away, uses the bell so he doesn't get charmed. Caps won't join in. Fnatic have won that fight, if only by a large portion.
And Mickey gets out too. He went into G2's base to use the Hex Gate to
So
then get
you
back.
are now on the reset, so you got the pick, but you don't get the thing afterwards, which is more important.
I guess the good news is that they alleviate some of the pressure. They've been able to clear out a lot of the vision.
I think it's so difficult for Fnatic to play this unless they get Caps.
You're hoping for the best. All right. Lebrov as well, a big piece as Arden Center alongside Han Summer. The Enchanter at this point in the game going to add a lot as Caps just solos out 4 people in mid. He can do that right now. Remembering that Arden also buffs him up and Civil Wave Clear is disgusting at this point in the game. Fnatic try and edge out towards this Baron that's spawned there waiting, but G2 are just running it down mid. They're looking to threaten further.
But this area is so dangerous for Fnatic because of Skumon's ultimate. He's constantly playing at an angle where he can play across the team.
Public execution for On the Hunt. That's the trade. Great spell chip from Han Sama. The charm onto Caps. The Sun Turret dropping down as Upset takes a bit of damage from it. He gets himself a bit of excitement too. The traps are early. The charm will walk Skumon into it. Zap is there. Playing front to back with the Nature's Grasp is great. And Han Sama firing away. Caps ends their day. You thought this would go to 3. Put it away, G2. Just when you doubt them, they come back in and show you who's the king of the league.
Caps and Hans just do too much damage. Fnatic falls in front of their base, and G2, they're looking to get a 2-0.
A 2-0 that at the start of this game looked like it would go a little bit longer than that, but Caps is king, Caps is key, and G2, we got baited at the start of this split, but not in playoffs as Diving the Fountain brings you to this 2-0 where G2 remains